What's up, everyone? It is Jessica. Welcome to my channel. Wow, today we are gonna do a video. I think I've done this video before, but I honestly can't remember. Sorry, I feel sleepy. It's like noon. I'm like, Jessica, can you wake up? You've been up for a while now. We're gonna get ready together today, but I figured I would do it with products that I bought because of other YouTubers. These are products that I was influenced to buy. I actually have like too many of certain categories, so I'm just gonna have to pick, but I might still share about the other product. We'll see. I got these cups at Costco. It was like a 2-pack of like, kind of like, you know, insulated to-go cups, but I like that it's like the size of a normal coffee mug. And then it keeps it warmer, and so I have a straw because of my Invisalign, but, which by the way, Wednesday I get off like the attachments, and then I'll still have to wear like a, kind of a retainer for a while during the day. Anyway. I'm never gonna start this video, Jessica, come on. Let's begin. So the first thing we're gonna play with today is the Supergoop Glow Screen. I bought this, I'm pretty sure because I heard Taylor Wynn talk about it, and I was going back on her channel and trying to figure out like, where did I first hear her talk about it? She mentioned this in a skincare video she did as part of her like daytime routine. And then I remember her putting it on in a vlog, like she was going on a walk and she put, I need to get my hair out of my face. She put this on like alone before a walk, and it looked so pretty and glowy on her face, but it is glowy. So it's an SPF of 40. I mean, you can see that glow factor is no joke. Now, this brand also sells another product that a lot of people love called their Unseen sunscreen. And my understanding is that it's a really nice sunscreen. Like, it works really well under makeup. Like, it doesn't feel like sunscreen. So if you don't like the glow, but you're wanting to try this brand, it's kind of pricey. That would probably be the one to get. But I really like the glow. And for me, I've mentioned with this and with the Can Make stuff that's much cheaper, it's similar. It's not the same, but it's similar. If you want to save the money, I can link it below. They sell it on Amazon. With these, I treat it as like a primer and SPF in one. Otherwise, I'd be putting on my SPF and then also putting on a like glowy primer on top of it. So it's nice to kind of get it all done in one fell swoop. I mean, that is some serious glow, but I like that. I think wearing it alone, I mean, even from here, it's maybe a little much, but then again, it also still looks healthy. I don't know. I mean, I put a lot of this on because I do want it to actually like protect. I really like it. I could see myself when I run out of this, I could see myself buying it again, but I also have a lot of SPF, so I'm kind of working through, but I enjoy it. And I feel like it doesn't pill up under makeup or anything like that either, but you do get to see the glow from behind the makeup, which I love. So because we are so glowy, another thing I wanted to use, but I think it's just gonna be overkill, but I wanted to mention anyway, is this VDL lumilayer primer. I bought it because Dana Ann here on YouTube, who I love, I like never miss a video of hers. There's something just so cozy about her videos, and I like her. Anyway, she loves this, and so I'm really enjoying it too. I think I'm gonna enjoy this more in the winter because right now, because my skin isn't really dry, I feel like this isn't necessarily like hydrating itself, but it gives that glow like this does. And so I don't know, I could just see myself really enjoying this in the fall and winter. So I haven't used it like every single day, but I do like it. I'm still trying to figure out if it's this that's been pilling up under my makeup or not. I have realized, I'll at least show you a swatch so you can kind of see. It comes out white, but then it blends in to kind of have this almost iridescent look. So it is different than this kind of a glow. It's like, I would say it's less. It's not quite as glowy as this. So like a toned down version, but of course this doesn't have SPF or anything in it, but I really do enjoy this. I think if I let it sit on my skin for a few minutes before I go in with foundation, it doesn't pill up. But if I go right in, like if I'm in a rush, that's a time that I probably just shouldn't use that primer because it does pill up. I don't have a foundation to use. Honestly, I'm just gonna throw on the Wet n Wild Dewy foundation. Yes, I'm still loving it. I wear the shade Shell Ivory, and y'all, I love this foundation. I find myself using it so much. I just recently, if you saw my vanity tour, I was showing what makeup I'm keeping in my vanity area right now, kind of reorganizing it. And so I kind of give you a tour of that. And this is one I had in there, and I've taken it out recently because I wanted to give some love to some other stuff. And sure enough, I miss it. You know what I mean? So I might end up moving it back in there. It's such a great, I think if you don't have a lot to cover, it's kind of like medium. It can be like almost medium coverage. It's not glowy. It's called dewy. I just almost treat it as it just looks better on drier skin, but it's not itself a crazy dewy foundation. It's just the right amount. And I haven't noticed, I've been using this now for months. I've not had any weird breakouts or anything like that. So I have gotten questions about that. Like, you know, and I feel like I used to break out from the other Wet n Wild foundation that was out. Maybe it was their regular photo focus. This one, I don't have that same problem. And see, just like really quickly, I just feel like it evened things out pretty well. It looks like skin even up close. Like, I just like it. Y'all, we got our carpets cleaned the other day. I feel like I'm walking on pillows. Like literally they needed it so badly. Do you guys want to see the grossest picture you've ever seen? Okay. I'm going to pop a picture up that my husband took. Because I told him, I'm like, I don't think we need our carpets cleaned. We got them cleaned just before Genevieve was born. So it'd been 2 years and I thought, do we really need them cleaned again? My husband loves, if you've seen any of our vlogs, he loves to shampoo the carpet on his own with like our little machine. Well, looking at that picture, I was like, all right, you've convinced me. So we had like Stanley Steamer come out and do it and they look so good. They look so much better. I have this concealer I have not talked about a lot on my channel. I bought it because Tati loved, I think it was this, the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer, and I think she liked the foundation too. I don't know that I watched the whole video if I'm being completely honest, but it was enough to convince me. I was like, I want to try it. It just looked so interesting. So I bought it back during the Sephora VIB sale a couple months ago. Was that a couple months ago? I have the shade 103 Fair. I'm enjoying it. I'm not using this every day. I've really just been using a little bit of corrector since, like many of us, we're not leaving the house a lot. But I am still getting ready most days. I don't feel like you need a lot and just kind of in the areas you need it. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. It blends in really nicely. I like it with a brush. I'm still using a lot this Sephora Pro Airbrush Concealer 57. They repackaged these, but I think they still sell this brush. Just looks a little different. I really should buy a couple of the new ones and see, like, compare them to what I have, because I fell in love with so many of those brushes and now I feel like I can't with confidence recommend them because I'm not sure if the new ones are the same or not. I think they are. I think they're pretty much. But yeah, I need to do a little recon. Maybe even just look at them in the store and see, you know. LOL. Are the stores even open? I have no idea. Has anyone been to... Actually, I am curious. Have any of you guys been to a makeup store? Like, are Sephora's and Ulta's open? I know the Ulta near me was open for a hot second, like for pickup or something like that. I don't know why that made me laugh. It's like it's a makeup emergency. You absolutely need... But hey, I've had a few makeup emergencies in my life. I get it. It just made me laugh. Like Best Buy had curbside pickup. I'm like, who is in an emergency that's like, we must get stuff from Best Buy now? I don't know. If we had one TV and it broke, it might be an emergency. I don't know. How will we ever finally finish Ozark? We are still in the newest season. We're gonna watch them tonight, but we just can't find the time to like watch it, I feel like. So back to the concealer. I think it looks nice. Again, it's easy to blend. If you have a drier under eye area, I think you'd like this. I find it to be a little bit more hydrating. It stays pretty well. It does best if you set it with the powder, which I will here in a bit. Like any concealer, it just does better, you know, when you set it. It's super pricey. The packaging feels nice. It's kind of like more of a metal lid and then like a plastic, which is, it's just kind of interesting, but I like it. What can I say? It's definitely made me want to try the foundation, but I'm like, Jessica, you must declutter your foundations and figure out what's going on with all that before you buy a single other foundation, okay? I'm gonna quickly throw on my brows, just still using, I didn't have one to use for this, the Benefit Ka-Brow. I guess technically I was influenced by Hilary Duff to buy this, but you know, it's a brow pomade. I really just like the shade of it too. Can you guys hear the birds? My windows are open because it's like 75 and perfect out today. We should go to a park tonight. But see, that's a problem. We always go to a park to go on a walk and then we don't watch Ozark. I love birdies. That bird is going off. It's monologuing out there. The other birds are like, shut up, Jerry. Okay, so we are gonna use one of my absolute favorite products, and I'm gonna be very honest. I tried to search on YouTube to figure out where did I hear about this first, but so many YouTubers love the Milk Makeup Baked bronzer stick that I could not figure out where I heard it, but I knew I didn't just randomly buy it. I bought it because people were loving it. So gosh, I feel like I haven't used it in a while because I've been using other ones I've been trying. Like I've been trying the Fenty Cream Bronzer. Lately, I've just been getting it on my brush. This is the one I can't shut up about, the e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. And I just kind of lightly get it in that area One thing I've been noticing about myself in like the mirror, like let's say we're out in the car and I've used a cream bronzer, is it'll sometimes look a little bit weird right there. So I'm trying to be better about really blending it into the hairline so it doesn't look like, I don't know, a little bit. But look how pretty, if you're near my skin tone, I feel like this tone, if you're light-handed with it, can look gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It blends in so easily. I feel like this stays pretty well because it's creamy enough to blend, but it's not so creamy that it's just moving all around your face. So I just lightly put a little up there. It's kind of, I feel like lately bronzer has been the thing that when I'm not wearing it, I don't feel like I've fully gotten ready. I can't explain it. And I've never used to be like that, but something about bronzer, man. I don't foresee a day that I don't have this in my collection. You know what I mean? It's that good. I love it that much. And I know some people have broken down the like price per ounce, and it's actually a pretty good deal because you get a lot in it. It's more akin to like drugstore pricing when you do it that way. So just something to keep in mind. It's gonna last you a long time and you get a lot of product for the price.
Editing Jessie popping in to say I was finding the link for it while I've been editing, and they have a smaller version for $15. And again, you use so little, even the smaller version, it's going to take forever to go through. So that's the route I would go if you're someone that is thinking about buying it. Get the smaller one. You don't need the big one. Honestly, I'm going to bet that mine will go bad before it's ever used up, even if I use it every single day.
All right, next one, I know why I bought this. I bought this because Jamie Page raved about them. They are the MAC Glow Play blushes. This is the shade So Natural. It's the only one I own, and actually when I got it in the mail, it had like detached itself from the bottom of the pan. So I had to like press it in. So it looks crazy. It's looked crazy since day one, but I have used the crap out of this. I'm forcing myself to use other things, but this is all I ever want to use. Like color-wise, if you're fair, this is great. If you are any darker than me, get a different color because I think this will just be a little too light for you. But I use a stippling brush. This is the Morphe M404. Actually, I'm curious. I need a second stippling brush. I can't find the e.l.f. large one without ordering online, and that's probably what I'll do. Did I even find it online? I feel like you can't find their large stippling brush anymore. What are your favorite stippling brushes of the world? Because I need to get another one so I can like wash this one and be able to like switch it out, you know? So I literally just get some on the stippling brush and I just press it into the cheeks, and it's perfect, you guys. I know it stays well throughout the day. It's kind of a cream to powder. I don't even want to say that because it never really fully turns into a powder, but it definitely has this creamy feeling to it, kind of akin to the ColourPop blushes. But I love it, you guys. It's so easy to apply. You can't screw it up. I'll just grab my sponge, kind of blend it all in with the bronzer, but I just love it. I have there's a pinkish toned one that's been on my wish list for a while. I'll probably eventually buy sooner rather than later. I'm now thinking that I might have bought it online when I couldn't sleep the other night. Honestly, I was placing an order because my hairsprays were on sale. My Bedhead Masterpiece, they were like $9 on Ulta's site. And so I bought 2 of them because you go through hairspray and it's my favorite. Anyway, I might have bought this now that I'm thinking about it. It was late night 2 a.m. Ulta shopping trips. Before I powder, before I highlight, I want to do my eyes. Actually, I'm kind of doing this in a weird order. This M Cosmetics Divine Skies eyeshadow palette, which I absolutely love and think is so gorgeous, I bought because of Nicole Renee here on YouTube. She raved about it and I just love like every eyeshadow look she does. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like you get lost in them. She has the prettiest eyes. Oh my gosh. She loved this. So I was like, okay, I just love it. I have heard, if you were thinking about buying this, because I know I talked about it a lot the past few months, I have heard that their serum blush is back in stock. I've been dying to buy that. When I bought this, it wasn't in stock. I'm like, no, but now it is. So I'm like, dang it. So I might end up getting on there and buying it. Maybe if they have like a free shipping thing or something. It's got these shimmers and you guys know, I've been loving like these kind of peachy pink shimmer colors all over the lid. If you're wanting a similar thing to this shade, the Maybelline Single Shadow in Dusty Rose is what I've been using. It almost looks exactly the same, you guys, and it's $3. And you get a big old pan of it. And that, honestly, most days, I just put that all over the lid and into the crease, and that's it. And it looks so pretty. Like, I get compliments on the eyeshadow. Like, it's just one of those perfect, simple, quick, single shadow looks. So don't feel like you have to spend the money, but I do love this. And it's just such an easy breezy, summery look in my opinion. A lot of times when the weather's nice like this, I don't wanna be inside doing my makeup for an hour. I still wanna look put together. I still love doing makeup. But you know, sometimes you just wanna slap something on and go and still look summery and cute. And I feel like these kinds of looks are just so flattering on so many people. I'm gonna grab a little bit of the brown here, lightly put it in the crease. And then I'm actually gonna grab a little of this lighter color and tap it in the center. There's not a lot of fallout with this either. I always expect there to be, and then there usually just isn't. All right, I don't have any liners or mascaras to recommend, so I'm just gonna be using the Revlon Color Stay Micro to kind of tight line. I might throw some of the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner like as a thick thing, and then I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I'm just gonna do it quickly off camera because you guys see me do this all the time. Okay, so I also just threw on the L'Oreal Age Perfect Powder Foundation, kind of just in my T-zone, and then the number 7, Lift and Illuminate Powder on my under eyes, because that is just my favorite. So for highlight, I was a little torn. I had quite a few options. I'm gonna use the MAC Double Gleam. You guys know I love this. It was something I bought because of Arna Elaine. She recommended it. She's got pretty fair skin, and so she was just saying if you do have fair skin, it's kind of nice for that. And it is truly gorgeous. There was a time like a few months ago where this was all I was wearing. Like I could not be bothered to wear any other highlighter. I just feel like it catches the light so beautifully. It can certainly be built up to be a lot, but again, this is one of those that I feel like a lot of the times when I'm wearing it, I get compliments. I get asked like, what's the highlighter you're wearing? You know what I mean? In person. And well, ha ha ha, in person, haven't seen a person in 20 years. Easy, it's fast, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. Another thing I wanted to give a shout out to is this Smashbox Cali Contour Kit. I bought it, again, if you have lighter skin, this is definitely geared towards that. I bought it because Ashley Clady here on YouTube, who I also adore, recommended it. And you know, it's funny, when I first tried, the first few months of owning this, I just wasn't sure that I liked it, but it's grown on me so much. I have this in my bathroom and I use it a lot in there when I'm doing like very fast makeup. And it's just got a lot that I like. The only product I don't use a lot is this kind of darker shimmer highlight. I'm not sure what to call it, but I pretty much use everything else. This for under eye powder, contour and bronzer, highlight, and then a blush. It really is a nice product. It's grown on me so much. So for lips, we're gonna use one that I bought because of Madison Miller. This one I think I also bought during the Sephora VIB sale. I really only bought a couple of things, and I never ended up doing a video on it. I kept thinking I might, and I never did. Probably for good reason, because like I said, I only bought a couple things. But this is the Bobbi Brown Crushed Oil-Infused Gloss. I kept thinking that this is the same one that Emily Noel loves, and I've mentioned that, but a lot of you guys said, no, it's a different one that she likes. So now I want to try that one. I'm like, anyway. But this one is just a really just glossy, comfortable, sheer lip color, and it's in the shade New Romantic, which I know is the specific one Madison likes, but it is like the perfect My Lips But Better color. And so this one is still newer to me, but it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be in my purse once I actually start leaving the house more often, you know. I just cleaned out the lip products in my purse the other day, you guys. Any guesses as to how many you think were in there? The answer's 11. I have a small purse, you guys, 11. I was like, well, no wonder I couldn't fit like my wallet and phone in it anymore. I had 11 products like in the bottom, all like in every corner. I really like this. I think it's comfortable. It's easy to apply. I feel like it wears off nicely too. I'm definitely digging that. Another shout out I wanted to give, because I had too much glow going on, but I wanted to mention Samantha Ravindal is why I bought this. At least I think it was her. It could have been that I bought it and then I saw, like I wasn't really loving it. I wasn't sure how to use it. And then I saw her raving about it and using it. I was like, oh, I think that's what it was. Regardless, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter for Superstar Youth Glow. I have it in the lightest shade, and it's got this big old doe foot. Honestly, I think you can use it as like a primer underneath makeup. You could mix it with foundation. You could put it on top as a highlight. I typically would put it under my makeup like a glowy primer, and I just put it here. And I'd even put it under my concealer because I feel like it looks really nice. It kind of makes a light bounce off it nicely. So I really do love this. Honestly, I've got to be getting pretty low on this because, again, there was a time where I was like exclusively using this. The only thing is it's hard to tell how much you have left, and also it's going to be really difficult to actually use it all up because of the doe foot. You can't like get it all out of there. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But of course, Charlotte Tilbury's packaging is always so ridiculously gorgeous. So anyway, that's everything, y'all. I love doing these kinds of videos because again, it's nice to not buy for every single video and really just breathing some life into products that honestly, pretty much all of these are ones I do love. And that definitely is a testament to, you know, if you have a YouTuber you watch that anytime you buy something they recommend you end up liking, that's a good indicator that they're being real and honest with y'all. And so I feel like these YouTubers that I watch, things that I buy on their recommendation, I end up loving. And does it mean that's true every single time? No, because we all do have different skin types, wants, needs, different looks we like on ourselves and don't like. But, you know, beyond that, I feel like pretty much across the board, YouTubers I love and watch, especially the ones I mentioned today, typically don't steer me in the wrong direction. And I appreciate that. And that's why I love these people. So if you are curious about YouTubers that I watch, I did do a video sharing which ones I watch, which ones I no longer watch. And so I can link that up in the eye and down in the description box if you are curious. That was kind of a fun little discovery to think about, you know, who you're watching and really thinking about what they're recommending. Does it typically work for you or not? There have been a couple of YouTubers I have unsubscribed from because a lot of the things that they were recommending to me, I would try and I just didn't like. And so it wasn't necessarily that they weren't being honest. It was more just that we have very different looks that we do, things we like, and I just realized, you know, it's not really serving me, and especially if they were a personality I also didn't jive with, it was kind of easy to be like, you know, I really don't need to be subscribed to them. I really don't need to watch their videos. So anyway, getting off my high horse. I love you all. I'm actually going to be editing this and making it live the same day. So today is Monday. I don't always film and edit and make a video live in the same day, but I love when I do because I feel like I'm there with you guys that same day. So today is Monday, June 15th, and you are probably watching this on Monday, June 15th. Maybe you're watching it Tuesday. I don't know. Maybe you're watching it 5 weeks from now. But either way, I love you all. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you did, I hope you'll subscribe. Catch more of my videos. I have a lot of fun ones coming up this week. I was just kind of planning out my week. I'd also love to see you guys over on Instagram. It is at It's Jessica Braun over there. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.